The battle between the Apple and Google app stores and app developers is starting to make its way through the courts with some initial commentary from a judge regarding Apple and Epic, while Google doubles down on its policies. For its part, a hearing was held for Apple and Epic by Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers on Monday. The hearing was ostensibly to debate whether Fortnite should remain kicked out of the Apple App Store because of Epic's violations of Apple's policy regarding no in-app payments being accepted without paying Apple 30% of the revenue. There are a lot of details you can follow up on, but it boiled down to this. The judge said that Epic was being dishonest in its categorization of the events because the industry has frequently had walled gardens to begin with. She also said it's hard to determine when Apple became a monopoly, as Epic is claiming. To sort it out, she's recommending a jury trial, which would then most likely be appealed by whichever party loses, and it would continue its way through the courts. The trial, however, may not start until 2021. Google, for its part, made a statement about its own take of 30% of in-app revenue by reiterating its policies to make sure app developers are following them after it was revealed that some apps, like Netflix and Spotify, have bypassed the requirement by asking customers for a credit card directly. Companies have until September of 2021 to make sure they are compliant, so they're given plenty of time. All of this seems like it's heading down a long road of court battles, particularly since the judge in the Apple case even said she knew that her hearing was just a stepping stone. The decision on whether Fortnite should remain banned, however, will be released in the coming days. Read more about all of it at digitaltrends.com. Amazon is introducing a new means of payment at its Amazon Go stores called Amazon One, which uses not your fingerprint or a Face ID, but instead your palm print to authorize payments. Amazon has said they specifically chose the palm print because it would require a gesture on behalf of the user, and it can't be as easily matched up with an actual person compared to, say, a face scan. In order for users to get registered for it, they'll first need to go to a store with the Amazon One device and place a credit card in the kiosk to get an initial scanning. Amazon is using proprietary scanning technology that takes a look at the lines, edges, and ridges of your palm and captures details like your veins in order to create a unique identifier to you, which is your palm signature. The data of your palm is encrypted and stored in the cloud, and Amazon said you can delete it at any time if you'd like to, and you don't need an Amazon Prime account to use the service, just a credit card and phone number. The service will first be implemented in 2 Amazon Go stores in Seattle. Amazon Go stores allow customers to walk in and grab items off the shelf, then pay without ever interacting with an actual cashier. Then, the service will begin rolling out to other Amazon-owned stores, and they believe that this technology is well suited for third-party retailers as well, although more details weren't revealed as to who the potential customers were. The timing is pretty spot on, given that we are in a pandemic, but Amazon said they've been working on the technology for a long time. You can read more about it at digitaltrends.com. We've seen a few foldable screen devices when it comes to smartphones, but now the world's first foldable screen PC is available from Lenovo. The ThinkPad X1 Fold was first debuted at CES 2020 in January, and after making some improvements, is now rolling out to customers. It features a foldable OLED screen, and the device itself folds in kind of like a book and then has an attachable magnetic keyboard to make it a more functional laptop. When it is folded, it's half the size of a standard 13.3-inch laptop and is about 1.09 inches thick. It's 0.45 inches thick when completely unfolded. Of note, the iPad Pro is 0.23 inches and the Surface Pro 7 is 0.33 inches. The entire thing with the keyboard weighs in at about 2.2 pounds. For the internal side of things, it uses the Intel hybrid technology, which allows for Lakefield processors. Means it doesn't need a fan, which is pretty cool. It also has 8 gigs of RAM and 250 gig solid-state drive. When it comes to price, well, it's coming in at $2,499 to start with, so it's not cheap to be at the forefront of technology, but if this kind of screen does prove to be popular, like everything else, expect the price to drop in coming years. Read more about it at digitaltrends.com. NASA has announced the date of the next launch of the Crew Dragon capsule to the International Space Station, and it will be October 31st, as of now. After the successful mission of Bob and Doug for the Crew Dragon Demo 2 mission a few months ago, SpaceX was officially certified to be a carrier of astronauts to the ISS. Yes, the Bob and Doug mission was technically a demo, so this now starts the regular service. The mission will bring 4 people up to space, including astronauts Michael Hopkins, Victor Glover, and Shannon Walker, plus Soichi Noguchi of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA. This mission will last a lot longer than the demo, as the 4 are anticipated to spend about 6 months aboard the ISS. Of note, the ISS is still dealing with an air leak from somewhere, so it's small enough to not be a major concern, but these 4 astronauts will be helping to hunt it down and patch it up. The launch date and time is something that's subject to change depending on weather, but as of now, it's scheduled for October 31st at 2:40 a.m. Eastern Time from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Read more about it at digitaltrends.com.